Hello, Ontario swimming community, Swim Ontario members and participants. My name is Dean Boles. I work for Swim Ontario. And most of you that know me, I usually just speak off the cuff and have a good time at it. But this is a very serious moment in our lives and our well-being. And I have some prepared notes and I will follow them to try and get a clear message off to you from Swim Ontario and its partners. We are experiencing unprecedented times, and as leaders of sport, we are facing the brunt of uncertainty. The last few weeks, the landscape of the world, including sport, has shifted dramatically. I first want to reiterate what our Prime Minister, our Premier, and the medical officers across the country are telling us. If you have traveled to self-isolate for 14 days, no excuses, no exceptions. This is critical. Stay at home, practice physical and social distancing. Please abide by the rules and laws that are in place to control COVID-19. We must all do our part. Please commit to your responsibility to plank the curve. Most importantly, on behalf of the Ontario swimming community, I want to express our tremendous gratitude to the folks that are on the front lines of the supply chain and healthcare. Your hard work, tireless, courageous efforts to feed us, to care for us, and keep us safe makes you true heroes and champions. Thank you. Now I would like to speak on our communication strategy specific to our membership. The Swim Ontario website remains the primary source of the relevant information and is updated constantly. We have created a COVID-19 page on our website where pertinent links are placed. We have created a page called Digital Experiences where we are posting links to help coaches and swimmers with resources in the areas of nutrition, physical, and mental well-being. We're also providing links for education for our officials and coaches. Much of this content is being created in partnership with our sport service providers and that reflects an Ontario-made approach. We anticipate weekly, if not bi-weekly updates, so please check back regularly. We are in direct one-on-one telephone contact with our coaches and clubs to get a read on the pulse of their unique situations. We will continue to do this both in support of and in partnership with our regional representatives, as they are a key part of the Swim Ontario leadership team. Together, we will continue to make the necessary connections with important information to the presidents and head coaches through the scheduled webinars facilitated by experts and staff. We remain in a fluid situation and will evaluate and evolve our communications protocols as required. As heartbreaking and disappointing as it is for our athletes, coaches, and organizations who aim and play towards the Olympic and Paralympic Games, I encourage all to be proud Canadians. As part of the greater Team Canada that we all are, and to recognize the bold leadership and conviction of the COC to make the hard but right call to the IOC. Canada led the way for the rest of the world for the IOC, asking them to postpone the Tokyo Olympic Paralympics to July, August next year. This can perhaps be one of the many lessons that will be learned through this uncertain period and experience. We had several teams away training outside of Ontario, and this was top of mind for us. We stayed in constant contact, and this continues even after their return. For the families and the club organizations, we shared the relief when everyone was back safe in their homes. We commend the coaches, the chaperones, and team managers that were on the ground working for these teams and families for a safe return. We are committed to working together closely and consistently with the regions, the clubs, the officials, and the coaches, as well as our sport partners to surface concerns and develop solutions. We know that the effects of the spread of COVID-19 and the economic impact that may have lasting effects on sport programming. As the leaders in this space, it is incumbent upon us to look for solutions for today and to collectively be proactive to ensure the positive impact to our athletes at all stages of development moving forward. We have and continue to be in conversation with Swimming Canada, the Ministry of Heritage, Sport, Tourism, Culture and Industries, Canadian Sport Institute Ontario, the Canadian Swim Coaches Association, the Coaching Association of Ontario, the Ontario Sport Collective, and the various levels of government, federal, provincial, and the municipalities and the facilities and key experts regarding important aspects such as employment, insurability, operation for stability and recovery. We will continue to do our part to understand the fast pace of the changing information, digest it, and inform all our constituents in a simple and understandable terms. Swim Ontario has been working from their homes. Each one continues to play an important role in the organization assisting swimming members under these pressing times. Whether it is to stay in the loop of the COVID-19 information as it pertains to sport business and the health and well-being of all, to seeking out expert advice of certain aspects that will assist our membership to making sure that the organizational operations of both members and Swim Ontario remain healthy and effective. We will continue to be the leader in our sport that have always been, and do it in a timely manner to help club operations keep stride with the changing landscape as we are currently experiencing. We meet as a staff each day via teleconference, participate in daily and weekly calls with Swimming Canada, with the ministry, with CSIO, the provincial EDs, the Swim Ontario Board of Directors, and key facilities and partners. Turning to the future. We are not just working on the now. We are thinking of the tomorrow when things change from red to yellow to green, and where we can see clubs evolving to some form of day-to-day function, whatever that might be. We will continue to work with Swimming Canada, our provincial agencies and facilities to understand what that might look like and to initiate a direction and plan that is reasonable and manageable with the intent for clubs to become stable, our swimmers to have a sense of normalcy, our coaches deliver programming. We aim to see our swim clubs with their feet on the ground, swimmers' faces in the water, and our coaches, volunteers, officials return to what sport is all about and what they do best. It is with this in mind, the overall strength and stability of the clubs, that on Friday, March 27th, following Swimming Canada's announcement of removing their summer championship meets, we canceled the Swim Ontario Pool Championship meets, Summer Festival, Ontario Youth Junior Championships, and the Ontario Swimming Championships, leaving the Swim Ontario Open Water events to still remain on our calendar until further notice. When we see a return to play set out by the Canadian provincial governments, as well as the municipalities that allow facilities to safely open their doors, we want to see our clubs get on their feet, faces in the water, reinitiate their day-to-day function, and to whatever that level may be in the short term. It is our intent to provide a way for clubs to initiate a form of racing and competitive activity over the short term until we get a real stable position in the new season. We must realize in the best case scenario, there will be guidelines that must be followed. We must realize this will call on all of us to be creative and innovative. We know the hold on sanctions is till April 30th with an update April 6th. These delays and holds should not stop you from creating various innovative ideas and deliverables, all in stride with the updated information as we become aware at such time. Thank you for your patience, your understanding, your unwavering commitment, and leadership for the swimmers and participants of this great sport to come together and work through this. We should remind ourselves what sport has taught us: supporting each other, working together for each other, investigating all options, managing your people with care and understanding, optimism, moving forward to opportunity, navigating change with strength and purpose. We must remain positive, support each other, be informed, and communicate often. We have been part of an exciting momentum in swimming here in Ontario and in Canada. We will see that again, and we'll see it continue. We also need to embrace the notion of how sport will be the positive force that will inspire a community, a province, a country, and the world to heal. Stay safe, stay well, and see you on the deck soon. Thank you very much. Take care, be kind, and let's get on with what we need to get on with, and let's do it together. Thank you very much.